All right, guys, happy 4th of July. What's up? Welcome back to the show. Thank you for spending your afternoon with us, and we hope you are listening to this on the 4th of July at a barbecue, because that's what this is for. It's called the Jazz Mountains All-American BBQ Special. Second year in a row we're doing it, and the idea is that we're just going to have some fun, right? Play a couple hours of music for your party, for your hangout sesh. So we hope you guys are drinking beers, cooking meat, playing bags, hanging with family and friends, doing whatever you do to celebrate this great holiday. And we're going to do something a little bit new here. We love the Grateful Dead here on the show, but today we're going to focus all on the dead and celebrate them. So it's the Friends of the Dead special. So what that means is that it's going to be a Grateful Dead sandwich, or maybe burger, because it's 4th of July and we're barbecuing. So if you imagine the start and the end, or the top and the bottom, being Grateful Dead. So we're going to open the show and also close the show with the good old Grateful Dead, but everything in between. So all the meat, all the condiments, all the veggies, and everything else you put in there is going to be bands playing the Grateful Dead. And there are 2 rules to the show here. We love doing this on Jazz Mountain, I guess, but it's fun, right? So, number 1, you cannot have any member of the Grateful Dead in the band that we're going to play. Number 2 is that it can't be a Grateful Dead cover band. So sorry, DSO or Dark Star Orchestra, we love you, but you're not allowed today. So no cover bands and no members of the Dead in anything we play, and the rest is fair game. I'll be honest, it's almost all jam bands, but we might get a little bit kind of funky country bluegrassy towards the end. We'll see what we got, but that might be coming. But anyway, thank you guys for celebrating the Grateful Dead with us tonight, because we love this band. They're fucking awesome. They kind of started it all, right? They're the original grandfather jam band. And let's hit one here from April 26, 1972. It was released as 100 Year Hall, which is one of my favorite ever Grateful Dead releases. It's so good. And it came out right after Jerry died, and it was like the first time they opened up the vault to all the fans. So it's a pretty historic release, actually, and it just fucking kicks ass. It's from Europe 72. It's from Jarhundeltal in Frankfurt, West Germany. It's an insane words. I dare you to try to pronounce it. It's insane. But that's what we're doing. This one's called Big Railroad Blues. So happy America Day, guys. Let's party. right, so that was pretty hot, and it's really fucking hot in here, actually. I just turned on my air. You could probably hear it buzzing and humming in the background, but, you know, we're having some fun today. It's less about me, less about the talking. It's more about the music and you guys hanging out because it's barbecue music and we're just having a good time. And I'm sorry if it sounds like shit. You really have to be careful with the air because it does have a noticeable hum, but I can't stand it. It's like 98 in St. Louis today, and this is like on the 30th, so it's supposed to get worse too by the 4th. So most of you guys are probably in Chicago or here in St. Louis. Good luck. Hope you guys are still hanging out because it's going to be really brutal out there. And wherever you're listening to, just make sure to drink some water along with those beers. But anyway, we are going to go with a different band here because it's a Grateful Dead sandwich like we said, and it's going to be all other bands celebrating the music of the Grateful Dead. So let's hit some Mo here. And we're going to go with a little flow kind of thing because I think Deal will be a great way to follow Big Railroad Blues. And this is actually a recent one from February 17th of 2024 in Beverly, Massachusetts. And I listened to like 100 versions of this to get the right one. And I really think this one is extra sweet because you got Nate Wilson on the organ. And that really adds something for me at least. And hope you guys like Mo as much as I do. This band fucking rocks. And let's keep the party going. Here we go.
deal go round. Don't you let that deal go down. Wait until that deal come round. Don't you let that deal go down. Wait until that deal come round. Don't you let that deal go down. Wait until that deal come round. Don't you let that deal go down. Wait until that deal come round. Don't you let that deal go down.
All right, so let's go back to New Year's Eve here. In 2019, the band Spafford in their show has just counted down the new year, heading into 2020. They played Auld Lang Syne, or however the fuck you say that, and people were waiting for the first song of the new year, and they drop this, and it's pure magic. Here we go.
Other times, got the space. Your eyes look from your mother's face. Wildflower seed and the sand and stone. May the fall wind blow you say no. Child who rings that bell. You want good ring there, but now you can't tell. One watch by night, one watch by day. If you get confused, won't you listen to the music play? never you gonna hide this way. Roll away, do. Roll away, roll away, do. Roll away, roll away, do. Roll away, do. Tell you ever falling sea, falling out the lighthouse key. Wildflower seed, sand. Yeah, the fall winds blow you, come again. Roll away, do. Roll away, 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 do. Roll away, roll away, do.
Happy New Year, everybody.
All right, thanks, Spafford. And that was Brian Moss on the lead guitar and Jordan Fairless on the vocals. I feel like he does a pretty good job with that one. I mean, the thing about this special is that if you're a really big Deadhead, it's kind of almost hard or like uncomfortable to hear other bands play these songs because it doesn't sound exactly like the Dead. But I feel like you gotta have some patience and some forgiveness and like, you know, kind of relax because other bands do different things with the songs. Like I have this reaction too. I love jam bands and I love them covering the Dead, but sometimes my first initial kind of like, you know, impulse is like, that sounds like shit because it's not really how the Dead played it or something. But I don't know. I feel like if you just have a little bit of leeway, so to speak, you can give them some grace. And I know it's not exactly the best fucking version in terms of like, you know, the song, but I feel like that jam was pretty hot. And that's kind of what we're going for here. And actually, this next tune is by Humphreys McGee, and everyone was shocked when they played this one because they never covered the Dead. I think before this one, they maybe had covered like Help on the Way once or twice, but it wasn't very good, actually. I would like it if it was good. Trust me, I'm a huge Humphreys fan, but they busted out Althea pretty recently, and I listened to like every version, and actually there's one on the Hall of Fame from August 30th, 2024, from Asheville, North Carolina. I really like this version. It's really cool. I mean, Brendan Bayless's vocals are just you know, gotta deal with that if you listen to Humphreys, but Jake Sininger on guitar is really interesting because he sounds nothing like Jerry, but I think he does a bang-up job with this tune. So here's Althea, guys. Let's keep the party going.
Told Althea I was feeling lost, well, lacking in some direction. Althea told me upon scrutiny that my back might need protection. I told Althea that treachery was tearing me limb from limb. Althea told me now, cool on board, settle back, easy Jim. You may be sad today's child, all grown, moving with a pinch of grace. You may be a clown in the burying ground, just another pretty face. You may be the fate of Ophelia, sleeping and perchance to take. Honest to the point of recklessness, self-centered to the extreme. Ain't nobody messing with you but you. Your friends are getting most concerned. Loose with the truth, maybe it's your fire. But baby, I hope you don't get burned. When the smoke has cleared, she said, that's what she said to me. You're gonna wanna bet to lay your head and a little sympathy. There are things you can replace, and others you cannot. Time has come to weigh those things. Space is getting hot. You know this space is getting hot. I told Althea I'm a roving sign, and I was born to be a bachelor. Althea told me, okay, that's fine. Now I'm just trying to catch her. Can't talk to you
Okay, so this one is for my Goose Boys. We have this, I guess now, 5-way text between some old buddies. We're always talking about goose and also fish. But they requested some goose, or, you know, they want some goose always. And actually, Michael gave me a heads up on this version of Half Step Mississippi Uptown Toodaloo, which I guess is the real name of the song. They listed it as Mississippi Half Step, but I'm pretty sure it's Half Step Mississippi Uptown Toodaloo, goddammit. So that's the real name of the song. But this one is from Peach Fest in 2019 from July 27th. And this was like kind of a breakout show or weekend for them, apparently. And this version is pretty hot. It's a little shorter than they play it now and a little less like trancey and dancey, but I kind of like it because it's like, you know, just pretty ripping. And Rick, the lead guitar player, totally smokes it. And let's have some fun with this one, guys. Here is some Goose.
Mississippi uptown to the hello baby, I'm gone, goodbye. Half a cup of rock and roll. Farewell to you all the southern skies. I'm on my way, on my way. Mississippi uptown to the hello baby, I'm gone, goodbye. Half a cup of rock and roll. Well, to you all the southern skies. I'm on my way, on my way. To live for is what you left behind. Get yourself a powder charge and see that silver vine. Lost my boots in transit bay, a pile of smoking leather. Nailed a retread to my feet and pray for better weather. Mississippi uptown to the hello baby, I'm gone, goodbye. Half a cup of rock and roll. Well, to you all the southern skies. I'm on my way, on my way, on my way.
you guys feeling out there? Do you guys know what we're called? What? Yeah, we are Goose. Thank you.
All right, so we have arrived at the actual big jam of this set here. I wanted to save at least one, and it's actually going to be 2 songs. So we got Scarlet Fire for y'all. Why not? It's the 4th of July. And this is going to be some J-Rad from a show I was actually at on February 16th, 2018 at the pageant. And ask my friends, Nick, Billy, or DJ Ed, as you guys know him. It was like so packed, it was almost scary. Like you couldn't even move. In spite of that, it was like one of the best shows I've ever seen J-Rad play. It was insane. And I'll never forget this because Marco Benevento is unbelievable at keys. And in fact, I always say, like, if there was like a fantasy draft for like jam bands, he'd be my first pick for keys. Crucify me, Fish fans, because I love Page too. He's probably number 2, but I think that Marco is like the absolute best, and you'll see why here. And yeah, here's the jam of the set, the long jam. Well, it's going to be 26 minutes, I guess, so not terrible, but we'll see you guys in a jiff and enjoy some J-Rad here. Happy 4th of July.
was you standing there for? You get up, get out of the door. You play your cold music on the ballroom floor. You drown in your laughter like you're dead to the core. You drag it with lashes that's loose on town. Take a whole pedal round up just to cool him down. Oh, fire, fire on the mountain. Fire, fire, fire on the mountain. Fire, fire on the mountain. Fire, fire, fire on the mountain. No one's to blame, you don't feel the heat. It takes all you got just to stay on the beat. Day to live in, we all gotta eat. You're here all alone, there's no one to compete. The bus season business, I wish it for you. More than just ask you when your dreams come true. Oh, fire, fire on the mountain. Fire, fire, fire on the mountain.
All right, so welcome back to Earth, and hope you guys are still out there grilling and chilling and getting drunk, for lack of a better way of putting it, and maybe smoking some weed too. You know, we can say that here on the show, I think, right? Anyway, I'm not sure how many people are even listening, but hope you guys are enjoying life. And we're gonna hit some Widespread Panic here next, and they love to play this song, "Cream Puff War," which came out on the first Dead release, like the Grateful Dead, in 1967, and we actually played that as the encore of, I think, one of the Dealer's Choice specials, so check that out. But it's always like 4 minutes or 3 minutes when they play it, but I did some deep searching for you guys, like I like to do, and I found one that was 8 minutes, and it's fucking awesome. So we're gonna jam a little bit here, and as far as I can tell, this is like the longest version they've ever played of this song. Sometimes there's a sandwich where they might like go back into it or play it a little longer, but like standalone versions, this is the longest one they've ever played, and as far as I'm concerned, the best. So this one is from May 7th, 2016 at the Chicago Theater, which is a really weird place to see Panic, I have to say. I hate jam band shows with like really nice chairs and seats. I just want to rage. Anyway, let's have some fun with this one, guys. This is Jazz Mountain.
Thank
right, guys, welcome back. So now let's hit one of my favorite lesser-known jam bands. This is going to be Aqueous. I absolutely love these guys, and they're great people too, because they're kind of buddies of mine. And they're just super sweet, super cool, just chillers. Mike Ganser on lead guitar and vocals is a great soul. Uncle Mike, we love you. Dave Loss, I guess also on co-lead guitar and vocals, is a badass. You got Rob Hauk on the drums and also Evan McFadden on the bass. And they're something special. I swear to God, they're like one of my favorite jam bands. They had to hang it up a couple years ago for various reasons, but we really hope they'll be back at some point because they're just too good not to play. And we're going to celebrate them here, and they're going to play Truckin', which was kind of a bust stop for them. They played it a couple times, and this is my favorite version from March 1st, 2019, out there in San Diego. So let's keep on trucking, guys, and happy 4th of July, guys. Let's party.
Marquees out on Main Street, Chicago, New York, Detroit, and it's all on the same street. Typical city involved in a typical daydream. Hang it up and see what tomorrow brings. Dallas got a soft machine. Houston to coast to New Orleans. New York got the ways and means, but just won't let you be. That you meet on the street think I'm too look. Most of the time they're sitting and crying. One of these days they know they better get going. Out of the door and onto the street all alone. starts walking, you know she isn't the same. Living on it, vitamin C and cocaine. All a friend can say is ain't it a shame. Trucking up to Buffalo, been thinking you got to mellow slow. It takes time, then pick a place to go. Let's keep trucking. Sitting staring out of the hotel window. Got a tip, they're gonna kick the door in again. Like to get some sleep before I travel. You got a warrant, I guess you're gonna come in. Busted down on Bourbon Street. Set up like a bowling pin. Knocked out, it gets to wearing thin. Just won't let you be. You're sick of hanging around and you like to travel. You're tired of traveling, you wanna settle down. I guess I can't provoke your soul for trying. Get out of the door and having a look all around. Sometimes the lights all shining on me. Other times I can barely see. But lately it occurs to me. What a long, strange trip it's been. Trucking, I'm a going home. Oh, whoa, whoa, baby, back where I belong. Back home, sit down and patch my bones. Get back trucking, oh. Hey, now get back trucking on. Hey, now get back trucking on. Hey, now get back trucking on. Hey, now get back trucking on.
All right, so we have teleported here all of a sudden on Jazz Mountain. We have that ability, apparently. And we have landed or appeared or spontaneously arisen.
We've spawned.
Spawned, that's the word I was looking for. We have spawned in Cedar Studios,
Yes.
which is DJ Greg's space here.
Yeah, you guys thought you were going to have a show without me, but psych, here I am.
Well, happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th, man.
And thanks for coming on the show. A little guest shot here by DJ Greg. So what do you got for us, man?
Yeah, I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to do this because you were saying that you wanted to have bands that cover the Dead. And I was like, well, my old band Soma used to cover the Dead. Will you play us? And you were like, sure.
Yeah.
So
Soma rules, man.
I appreciate that. We had a short run, but a good one. So we were active from 92 to 98, and somewhere in the midst of that, we decided that enough of our fans were Deadheads that we should cover the Dead. Also, Jerry had just died in 95, and we were like, all right, well, let's learn a Dead tune. So we chose China Cat Sunflower into I Know You Rider, which was pretty frequent in the Dead sets of like the mid to late 70s.
Yeah, sure. And they played it throughout, too, I think in the 80s 80s and 90s as well, right?
I guess so. I kind of don't listen to as much 80s and 90s.
Neither do
I. But anyway, but you know, we would do our own little take on it. Maybe my old keyboard player, who remembers everything, because I remember very little from back in the day, could fact check me on this. But I'm pretty sure we learned this so that we could debut it at Deadhead Heaven, which was a festival in New York State in '96 that was like designed to follow the death of Jerry, so that Deadheads would have a place to go. And then the next year, by the time we came back, it was called Gathering of the Vibes, and I think it kept going until, like, you know, maybe just a few years ago. I think we learned it for that, and then just kept playing it in our sets. I could be wrong, but anyway. So this one is actually from. We were living in Burlington, Vermont at the time, so we were playing at a place called Mad Mountain Tavern, which is like almost like a ski lodge bar kind of situation.
Oh, nice.
So like it's like small, intimate gathering. So we're just like, all right, let's let loose a little bit. So this is from December of '96, cold winter Vermont night, and we're just busting out some China Rider for you.
Hell yeah. And there's only one guitar in this band, so it's kind of interesting to hear the intro and actually just all of China Cat Sunflower, because that's a 2-guitar song for sure.
It is. So what we'd have to do is I would take over the part that Jerry played, and I would play it on the bass, and then Joe, the guitar player, would play the part that Bobby played, and somehow it kind of worked.
Yeah, it works out great, and great jam on it too, man.
Yeah, it's all about the transition between the two of them. How smoothly can we make it? Yep,
and Greg sings the high part on the harmony.
Yeah, I sing the high harmony and one verse of Know You Rider. But my vocals are a little low on this one, maybe thankfully.
I feel like it sounds pretty good. It's a soundboard recording, and most of Soma's that are up on archive.org are, but I think this one is like particularly pristine.
Well, I listened to about a dozen China Riders, and because really I wanted to find one with a decent mix and also like decent playing. So this was what I landed on.
Hell yeah, man. Well, thanks for sharing this with us, and we'll keep it raging. And then I think we're going to go into some string cheese incident after it too.
Yeah, and they were formed, I think, in like '93, so they were contemporaries for us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, this is Jazz Mountain. Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Woohoo! Happy 4th.
rainbow colors on the fire, and river crying Leonardo words from out a silk trombone. I rang a silent bell beneath the shower of pearls in the eagle winged palace of the queens of Chinese. Take my rest. wandering like a wild beast in the wind. Much winds will blow all my troubles away. I wish I was a headlight on a northbound train. I wish I was a headlight. Gonna miss me when I'm gone. I know you're right. Gonna miss me when I'm gone, gone, gone. Gonna miss your baby from rolling in your arms. Thank you very much. So Grateful Dead for John and for everybody else.
All right, so next up here, we're going to head in the direction of a gear shift change, but, kind of ease our way into it. This is going to be String Cheese Incident from the Carnival 99 release. And I guess the show it comes from is April 17th, 1999 in Philly. And this is going to be Hey Pocky Way, which is maybe a little stretch to say this is the Grateful Dead because the Dead didn't write this song. It's more of a traditional song, I guess, but made, famous by the Meters. They recorded it back in 1974, but it's kind of a Creole phase, Hey Pocky Way. And I guess it translates to roughly something like clear the tracks or get out of the way or even feel this rhythm. So really cool tune. The Dead definitely loved to play this one starting in 1987, so in the later years, but they like to open the show with it, I think, because it was like a rockin' upbeat number to get the crowd going. So we're gonna hit this one by String Cheese here and then start a kind of bluegrassy, more rootsy, folky kind of thing here on the show. But hope you guys are still having fun out there and partying. And this is Jazz Mountain. Thank you for listening. Happy 4th of July.
I've been duck oh, good for your body, good for your soul. Hey, 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 back away. Hey, 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 back away. Up, down, hey, 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 back away. Hey, back away. Hey, 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 back away. Hey, back away. Hey, 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 back away. Hey, back away. Hey, 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 back away.
All right, so next up here, let's play some Leftover Salmon, a really famous bluegrass band that I like. This is their version of Cold Rain and Snow from April 24th, 2013 at the Georgia Theater in Athens. Pretty cool rendition of this. I really like it, and hope you guys enjoy too. Here we go.
I'm marrying me a wife. You give me trouble Well, I wonder if you ever think of me. Oh, so long that I show memories as I listen to the breeze, whisper gently to the trees. I'll always cherish what meant to me. I remember standing all alone, wondering where the years of my life have flown. I remember we're going free, thinking about the day you used to be. I'm married to a wife, she gave me trouble all my life, left me out in the cold rain and snow. Rain and snow, oh Lord, left me out in the cold rain and snow. Rain and snow, oh Lord, left me out in the cold rain and snow.
All right, we got one more bluegrassy kind of one for you here. This is going to be the infamous String Dusters and their rendition of Mr. Charlie from November 13th, 2018. And this is pretty hot. I really like it. Hope you guys enjoy it too. Happy 4th of July.
Yeah, I take a little powder, and I take a little salt, put it in the shotgun, and I go walking out, shoot, shoot, looking high, looking low. I'm gonna skip and shoot you, 'cause Mr. Shot told me so. It won't even take life, won't even take them. Just a loaded shotgun and take a little skin, shoot, shoot, looking high, looking low. I'm gonna skip and shoot you, 'cause Mr. Shot told me so. told me you can't do nothing wrong. Shooba shooba, shooba shooba, looking high, looking low. I'm gonna scare up and shoot you, 'cause Mr. John told me so. told me so. Yeah, I'm gonna scare the choo-choo, 'cause Mr. Child told me so. Yeah, I'm gonna scare the choo-choo, 'cause Mr. Child told me, Mr. Child told me, Mr. Child told me so.
Okay, so I know it's a long show, but we're partying, right? It's a barbecue special, and barbecues usually last at least 2 hours, as far as I'm concerned. Any good barbecue, at least. But we're going to close this set here because time is winding down. This is going to be Dogs in a Pile with their take on One More Saturday Night from November 30th, 2024 at the Cap. This is pretty hot, and we wanted to do a drums section of the show because we're celebrating the music of the Grateful Dead here, and they oftentimes did a drum section. It's not as long as the Dead's or as involved, but there is a little drum solo on this one, so it counts. Hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for all of your love, focus, and attention on this great holiday. Hope you guys are having fun out there. One more song, and then we do have an encore. So there'll be one more after this, and it's going to be the Grateful Dead. But first things first, One More Saturday Night. And actually, it is Saturday night if you're listening on the 4th of July. So this one really makes sense, I guess, right? Yeah, have fun, guys. This is Jazz Mountain. All right, one more to complete this sandwich. This is the bottom bun. Hopefully you got a lot of grease and kind of, juices down in there. Hopefully this is one last really good bite of this burger of Grateful Dead goodness we have given you on this Saturday. And this is going to be Uncle John's Band. Great, great version. I love how it gets a little trippy at the end, little extended jam treatment. Hits home for me at least. Happy 4th of July, guys. America's a great country. You never forget that. Love yourself, love your neighbor, be kind to people, have fun out there, be safe. We love you. This is Jazz Mountain. Happy 4th of July.
My friends, better take my advice. You know all the rules by now, and the fire from the ice. Will you come with me? Won't you come with me? Oh, what I want to know. Will you come with me? side. Got some things to talk about here beside the rising tide. Long here, don't stand to the tide. Come on, don't go alone. He's come to take his children home.
Thank you all. Good night.